So, as I'm sitting here reflecting, it's kind of funny. Nothing's really changed in my life. A lot of things has changed. I've been quite blessed. God has been really good in my life. But this was something I was really reflecting on, was how much God has been consistent in my life since a little girl. Since at I was like 3 years old when I first encountered God. Like I had a God encounter at 3 years old. And as I've just been reflecting, and again, this New Year's Eve, this whole New Year's was no different for me. I've been single for every New Year's that I've been alive for. No one's been consistent. People will never be consistent in your life. And that is something that I've just come to learn in the last 5 years of being completely rejected and abandoned by people when I was at my lowest. And then when God met me on September 22nd, 2021, everything changed. I'm still working out those kinks of my flesh from that because, man, I was full of rotten apples because I allowed our one true enemy, who is Satan, to deceive me in believing that I was never good enough and that I was never going to be loved. And of course, God kind of just blew that out of the water the moment he made himself real to me. But what really breaks my heart for people is they believe lies. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been crying all morning and I'm just like, God, why do I have this sadness? Why? And it's majority of just people don't know how much they're loved. They don't know that God's real, that God created them, that they have a purpose and they have a reason to live. And that's just, I feel like God's putting that as a huge burden in my heart for this year. I just really want to be the vessel where God just so shows himself real to people. That's all I want for 2025. I'm kind of done with my will and what I want. It just brings so much heartache to myself. But every time I focus on God, it's so much brighter. It's so much lighter. I just want people to experience that. Anyway, my thoughts for the first of 2025.